Okay, welcome everybody. This video is for drawing the op art wall that you see here. You're going to need a ruler, a pencil, and a Sharpie, and an eraser if you think you might need one. Okay. So the way this starts is you are going to do some measuring. Again, this is just a piece of printer paper that's been cut in half. So it is 8.5 by 5.5. All right. Along the 8.5 side, you are going to find the halfway point, which would be 4.25. So halfway between 4 and 4.5. And you're going to do the same on the bottom. And just connect those with a line. Okay, so it should look something like this. Next, you're going to use your measuring again, and at the 5.5 side, you're going to put it at 2 3/4, which would be halfway point. So again, 2 3/4. And connect those with a line going from that point to where your first line meets the edge of the paper. So you're essentially making a big triangle. Okay. You're going to do the same thing on the other end, going from that line to the point, that line to the point. So now that you have this, you're just going to measure all the way around and down this line every ½ inch. Okay, so starting here, ½ 1, ½ 2, ½ 3, and so forth until you get to the other end. Okay, you're going to do the same thing here. Okay, so every ½ inch you're making a mark, going all the way around this. So I know that these projects require a lot of measuring, but it's really the precision of that measurement that creates the illusion. So you don't want to mess that up. Take your time. This is really the only part that you want to make sure you take your time and get right. The rest is just coloring and filling in, so you shouldn't have a problem with that. Okay, so it should look something like this. Right? Got your hash marks all the way around the whole thing and going that way. Now what you need to do is along this midline that you created, you're going to draw a line from the tip of the triangle to each one of those points. So there, here, okay. Once you get those done, you're going to go the other way, do the same thing. Okay. And now the last step is just connect all of these lines with a nice straight vertical. Okay, so make sure you're holding your ruler nice and straight and firmly so that it doesn't shift. Okay, so when you get done, you should have something like this. You're just going to then take your Sharpie and start filling it in. Okay, so you can start anywhere you want. Just make sure that you keep the pattern going. So if these are black, white, these are white, black, black. Okay. Last thing to tell you before I end the video is make sure that you trace the inside of each square while you're coloring, not go on the line. That will help your squares become, will help them stay the same size. And then also, when you get down to the end here, you're going to most likely just be using one line to fill in those boxes. Just know that you will be taking some ebony pencil and shading down here. So if it gets really tight and it's kind of hard for you, that's going to get covered up anyway. All right, have fun.